large loop a lot for is hips and shoulders, okay? So Jim, I'm gonna have you stand up for me for just a moment, and I'm gonna have you place your foot into this hole, and we're gonna take this loop and we're gonna go all the way up into the hip area, okay? Now, wherever I have this where the cord is here, if I have this straight on this way, that's one angle onto the hip, okay? Now, if I take this and I point this more toward the groin, that's a different angle on the hip, okay? Now, if I take this and I put it toward the back, more toward the sciatic nerve and things like that, that's a different angle. The patient will actually feel something different with every single angle that you put on there. So you can get the entire hip, the entire groin, and even parts of the low back just with this one, just by putting the leg through the hole here. So this hip session is a very, very powerful session, and sometimes you have to play with it a little bit. If you put it on somebody and they're not quite feeling much here, and you just move it just a little bit, and they're like, oh, that's really hitting the spot, that's your job as the operator. It's not to just put it on somebody's hip, but actually move this loop around until you find the sweet spot. That's where the pulse is doing the most good for the cells that need it the most, okay? We do use this large loop a lot also for the shoulder, and it's just as easy as putting the arm through and resting it on the shoulder, okay? The field is going through this way, and it's gonna pulse the shoulder pretty good. Now, if I move this and angle it toward the chest, I'm still hitting the shoulder, but I'm getting an angle going in this direction, okay? If I go toward the scapulas in the back here, it's gonna feel different with each angle, okay? So try it on your shoulders on each of those angles, and you'll be able to tell that there's a difference. So if people have a lot of upper shoulder issues or maybe pain in the front, you'll wanna angle this to where it feels best for what's going on in their body, okay?